we are in Del Rey at the Casa de Rad Times Campers, and we are giving Aruna a wash down after an epic 7-hour workday yesterday. So she's gonna get clean, and then we're going to the final coat on fixing these cracks, get a new little spoiler on the back, and yeah. Here's Greg.
What up? We out here. Healing home, baby. Rad Times headquarters, aka the Healing Home, out here in Del Rey Beach, Florida. So, yeah, I'm happy you're here.
We are so glad to be here. This is where we met Aruna for the second time. The first time was at a gas station.
Amazing. I actually was just in Jupiter at that gas station last week, and I was like, this is where it happened. It was so cool. Yeah.
And so we're here with Greg today, who is the creator, mastermind, and designer behind Aruna, and we thought it would be fun to ask a couple juicy questions.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here. I'll be honest, I promise.
I guess first, what was your impetus to creating Aruna? I know it was a while ago.
Yeah.
But
I guess, let me think. The origin story of Aruna was, well, I didn't have a van at the time, right? And so I actually didn't even have a vehicle at the time. I just finished the giveaway for our first truck camper, and I was stoked on it, but I didn't know where to go next. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a build for someone else. And my neighbor came up to me one day. He's like, hey, I have this van in my backyard, not doing anything with it. You interested? And I was like, sure, I'll come check it out. Anyways, it ended up being an amazing deal. And I don't know, I just got to brainstorming. I was like, how do I do something Rad Times Campers, like that general vibe that I'm going for? How do I do that in an older van, like an older Ford van? And so went to the drawing board, and I was like, I'm gonna cut the roof off, you know. And so there's this guy named Jay Nelson. He's a master carpenter, and he does camper projects, and so he's my inspiration. And he did this sort of pop-top concept, pretty similar to this, but on a minivan. And I bought his video to just kind of see how he did it, and I was able to get some awesome takeaways from it. And I did my own version of a pop-top and this rig. So I guess the inspiration behind it was just to create. I just wanted to create something. So that's kind of how this came to be. Yeah. Aruna. Yeah.
And how did you come to name it Aruna, this creation of yours?
I had I don't know, these Japanese words started showing up in my life, and I don't know, the Japanese vibe sticks with me. And so I really like astrology, and I like astronomy, and the stars, moon, sun, everything, the earth. I was like, what would be a cool name here that fits the Japanese vibe? And so I just started typing in random words. I think I typed in like earth signs in Japan, and then I typed in there's the 7, I forget the name for it, but there's 7 words, and there's like ikigai, wabi sabi, mujo, and a couple other ones. And so then I started deep diving on those words, and then one day moon love just came to me, moon love, and I typed in moon love, and it had a meaning in Japan, Aruna. And so there's Aruna, moon love. The Japanese culture has my heart a little bit. Even though I don't really have anything to relate to it by. I don't know, I just like it. I think the words are cool.
Yeah. That was one thing that really brought me and Lane to it, because we both love to move. And my car was named Luna, and hers is named Moonchild. And so, I know, we were just like, Moon Love? What? And we being just absolutely in love with each other, and like really focusing into living life by moon cycles and opening up into that. And Lane has a special relationship with Japan because her family is stationed over there. She got to go visit.
See,
It's beautiful.
I think all of Aruna happened because somehow you guys were communicating with me telepathically. To do this and that, and then it happened.
Yeah.
That's actually really crazy. I didn't know about your family in Japan. I remember you guys telling me about your cars. That's wild. That's so cool.
A lot of my mom's furniture and like a lot of her china, it was all Japanese. She brought so much back because it was just like, so like that style has a lot of importance to her as well.
Whoa, that's gnarly. So cool.
Yeah.
You ready for another question?
Yeah, hit me. We can do more and more. I'm warming up now.
Do you want to sit? You want to switch?
No, I'm chilling. I do better standing.
Okay, great.
I think so. I do better. Yeah.
So something that Lane and I it's been a goal of mine to learn for a while is solar, right? And off-grid systems. Like I have really wanted to continue to dive into like off-grid and self-sustainability. I've done a lot of gardening and permaculture and like food stuff, but I've never really done systems. And so something that sold us on Aruna also was the fact that she's totally off-grid. Like there's a water tank inside, everything is solar, and we're able to like really power our lives with that. It means a lot for us to invest in new technologies. And so I wonder what brought you to want to design solar rigs instead of something different and really enable people to get off-grid and unplug and get out.
Great question. Well, as you know, solar has also been a bit of a journey for me. It's definitely been a learning curve, something that has been like YouTube University for me. You know, I've had to do a lot of deep diving on my own and troubleshoot, and you guys have been a blessing in that field as well, working with me, figuring it out. So, I think the reason why we went with solar, I mean, it makes the most sense for me, but there's also this eco stance that Rad Times is trying to embody, and I think utilizing the sun power is the coolest way to power your tiny home on wheels. Like, why wouldn't you want to have that off-grid capability in case, who knows, this world's crazy, something could happen, now you have an off-grid rig. You don't need, electric, you have sun power, which I guess is still converted into electric, which is absolutely fascinating. I think it's totally fascinating.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Solar is so cool, and I'm trying to discover some other ways that we can harness the power of Earth. I mean, I know sailing vessels will use some wind things like little tiny turbines. I don't know if that's something that I would ever do on a van. Maybe if it's the right one, we'll call it the land yacht or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, solar, it embodies the nomadic spirit of being off-grid. So it makes sense, and everybody kind of asks for solar anyways, so it's just kind of in the field now. Solar is such a big thing. Some people prefer alternator charging, which this also has.
It's true.
But if you don't have gas, then you can't use the alternator.
Well, and for us too, the alternator charging is great, but when we are parked somewhere for days, like when we're half living on the boat, half living in Aruna and biking everywhere, we actually don't turn around sometimes for 2 weeks on the engine. So it's really great to have like the fridge and all the systems just run.
Yeah, no, for sure. And especially since this is an AGM battery on the inside, you want to manage the depletion of the battery. So having solar on it will definitely help, even if you're not using the rake.
And you're about to get like a solar certification, or what did you
Yeah,
say?
yeah. I'm working on my RVIA certification level 1, and then just work my way up.
And that's what, to like certify RVs to be built?
Certified, yeah. Class B campers, Class C, pretty much anything that can be considered a tiny home on wheels. So learning how to structure and frame things properly or legally. I feel like I understand the gist of it, but to have the liability aspect covered, it's something that I need to do, especially to level up. You know, I gotta add that version of professionalism to Rad Times. So yeah, just going through the coursework now. It's gonna be fun. It'll be like I'm in school a little bit.
Devotion, right?
Yeah, it's at my own pace, which is cool. But I'd rather just knock it out and get it out of the way if I have the time. So we'll see.
Because you want to scale up Rad Times.
Yeah, that's the goal, to scale 2025, the year of Rad Times growth. We're getting after it. Lots of opportunity flowing in. And it started with people like you guys. So it's such a blessing to have you on the journey. Get to come over, get to cook dinner with you guys and hang out, box in the front yard. Yeah, it's good stuff. So I'm stoked to have a Rad Times family. That's something that we're really trying to do, is create the Rad Times family in a community. Something much bigger than campers, but now I understand that there needs to be, I don't know, there just needs to be a side of professionalism if I want to scale. So, just going through it, year of discipline, year of growth, and yeah, stoked on it, stoked on you guys. It's been sweet, yeah.
So to take the Rad Times into sailing, you're going to come visit us this summer, maybe?
Yeah, for real.
Yes.
We're gonna work on some solar on the sailing vessel, and then we're gonna learn the ropes a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, or we'll come to you. We'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Whichever
Maybe
one
we'll
happens
meet you
first.
On the way down. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll catch you on the stretch for sure. So, yeah, wild ride. We got some journeys ahead of us, right? Cool.
We don't ever stay still. I think that's why we resonate
No.
with you so much.
I know. It's perfect. That's the family we're looking for.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun to ride around in your rig. She's so beautiful, and we also really appreciate how you help us troubleshoot on the road.
Yeah, of course.
And figure it out, because it's not just like a, here you go, plug it in.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Not the most plug and play rig. It's definitely, you know.
Well, it's a lifestyle, I think.
It's a lifestyle, and you make it like art.
That's the goal. I try to tap into the artistic expression, which I've learned early on in projects. There needs to be some architectural understanding before I just like, this is gonna work, you know. So starting to figure that out, feeling comfortable with more and more builds that we're taking on. But we got to keep the artsy vibe going.
Yes.
Artsy vibe for sure.
I love all of your builds because they always have a beautiful theme through them. You know, you really do a lot with beautiful patterns and really ergonomic design, like really easy things, just like having a hole to open
just
their
like
drawer.
simple little things.
It's really simple, and it's just so easy, and there's so many beautiful details that oftentimes like we don't understand or like see the practicality, but as we live in it, we're like, oh my gosh, it's like people can't see in, but you still get light in, you can still see up the back, you know, just like little things.
Yeah, that part of the Aruna, the Japanese culture, that's sort of the vibe of this build. It's minimalist, simple, it has the essentials, but there's still like the earthy elements that you can get with the moss, and then just simple little designs that's like, oh, it seems so simple, but it looks like amazing. It fills so much space. Yeah, my building style, since I'm going off on a tangent right now, has kind of been, I have a general idea or roadmap before I start a project, and as I get going, I kind of build off of one aspect into the next. So it's a very flow state kind of vibe, unless it's a custom client build. Then of course I have to stay within the agreed upon terms for the most part.
Yeah.
But for personal project, it's a very, I don't know, it's my form of meditation, I guess you can say. It's just a real flowy kind of vibe, which is Aruna. It's just, is this gonna work? I don't know. Yeah, it seems like it's working. So. for the most part, yeah. So, yeah, flow state is something that I encourage anyone that works with me to kind of embody. Like, just the flow with it. Don't overthink it.
We do a lot of that with the fire dance and flow, and like that's the nature of our lives to really tap into that sense of flow. So, thanks for taking the time to chat. Thanks for giving Aruna such a nice tune up at this pit stop.
That was fun.
Oh, right up.
Oh, that was fun. Music and workshop, things like that. I want them to collaborate, you know,
Yeah.
bring like all the Rad Times campers out to these festivals.
hell yeah.
And I feel like it'd be such a cool energy. Rad
Yeah.
Times energy.
There was just a van meetup we saw.
What?
There was like a whole van meetup here in Florida. There was like 50 vans. So
Oh,
let's
what?
just do it. Like Rad Times
Yeah,
and all
Rad
the other
Times
vans
meetup.
come.
Yeah. I want to do Rad Times meetup and get a band out there. And,
Oh, we could fire spin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Band or DJ. Honestly, maybe DJ might. You guys want to stand in front of the room?
Let's make a present for you. They made these stamps.
Whoa.
Aren't those